Kushik. May I come in? Oh, you've got to say the words, remember? You have to invite me. Oh, shh, not too loudly. You don't want anyone else to hear, do you? May I? Oh, thank you. Let me sit next to you. Did I startle you? Huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. You know I would call by day, but I have got this big problem with that yellow ball in the sky. You know what I mean? What's the matter? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, it's my... Yeah, they tend to come out when I'm due a feed. Yeah, they get all long and scary looking, huh? And a little goofy too. You know, it's tough being a vampire sometimes. I mean, can you picture me trying to hail a cab with these? Yeah, it can get pretty awkward, let me tell you. Like the other night, I was ordering at this restaurant, and then my teeth came out, and I just looked at the lady and I asked for a large steak. You should have seen her face. Oh yeah, well, she just gingerly stepped back, wide-eyed and not saying a thing. Oh no, I didn't eat it. I just wanted to see the look on her face. Yeah. Then I asked if she knew if there were any bars around that sold blood. And unfortunately, to my dismay, there aren't any. Huh? Oh, I know it's a little cruel. But you know this immortality thing? Well, you get a little bored sometimes. And you just have to, you know, have a little fun. Because it goes on and on and on. So, are you going to push over for me? Now, come on. I don't bite. Well, I do. But I'm not going to bite you. You know I'm on fire tonight. The jokes just keep coming. Ba-dum-tish. Come on, push over. Let me lay for a while. Oh, that is so much better, huh? Do you like snuggling with your vampire friend? Huh? What time is it? Is it? Oh, time flies when you're having fun, huh? I know it's not too bad. I've got another hour or so before I have to get back to my... Did you get that? Yeah, my coffin. You know, maybe I should do vampire stand-up or something. You know, appear at different clubs around the world. Charge people a pint of blood at the door. You think I draw the crowds? Hmm? Yeah? I mean, it is a win-win, right? They get to meet a real vampire without having to die. Well, except from laughter. But that's another thing. And maybe then I could open up the very first vampire blood bank. And become the very first millionaire vampire comedian. Do you think I could do it? Huh? Oh, I'd wing it, huh? You see, I got that joke right off the bat. Oh my God, we are so silly. But I can see it now. You standing at the door, taking the blood. And me walking on stage, dressed in black, telling vampire jokes. Oh yeah, well, I have some material. Do you want to hear one? Yeah? Are you sure? Okay, so there were 3 vampires, and they decided to have a competition to see who's the most vicious amongst them. So the strongest one stands up and says, "Watch this." And he flies away right out the window at 100 miles an hour. And after like 10 minutes, he comes back in with blood all over his mouth. And so the other 2 ask, "What happened?" And he says, "Do you see that house over there?" And the other 2 go, "Yeah." You go, "Well, I killed an entire family and sucked the blood dry in that space of time." And the 2 vampires were amazed. So the eldest of the 3 stands up and he says, "You think that's good? Well, watch and learn." And he flies right out the window at about 150 miles an hour. And after only 5 minutes, he comes back with blood all over his mouth and his neck. And the other 2 ask, "What happened?" And he says, "Do you see that village over there?" And they go, "Yeah." And he went, "Well, I killed every last person in that village and I sucked all their blood dry in that little time." So they are like, "Oh, that is amazing. Just what we expect from the eldest one." And then finally, the fastest vampire stands up and says, "Don't even blink or you'll miss this." And he flies really fast out the window, even faster than the other 2 at about 200 miles an hour. And after a mere 30 seconds, he comes back with blood all over his mouth, blood all over his neck and his nose. And so the other 2 asked, "What happened?" And he says, "Well, do you see that oak tree over there? That big oak tree?" And they go, "Yes." And he says, "Well, I didn't." Yeah, it's bad material, I suppose. People may ask for their blood back, huh? But with a little practice, I think we can make this idea work. And we could save a lot of human beings through laughter. It's a crazy, zany idea, but I know we can do it. Yeah, you can be my manager. The very first vampire comedian manager. You know, I want to thank you. Yes, I do. You've always been so kind to me. You have never once complained when I visit you at night. never once turned me away. And it really means a lot to me. Yes, it does. Well, because being like this isn't easy, you know. Sometimes people are wary of you. And they distrust you. And I know they have every right to be afraid of us, but sometimes the good ones fall in for it, you know. But you've always been so nice to me. And even let me lay next to you and tell you awful jokes. I don't know anyone else like you. Sometimes I think that I'm the luckiest Irish vampire in the world. The luckiest one who has ever lived or not lived. Would you put your arms around me? Oh no, I'm not asking you to. Did my goofy fangs get in the way? That felt so amazing. Yeah. When you know what they say, being kissed by a vampire can be a pain in the neck. I feel so alive. It's weird. That was my first time kissing anyone in over 200 years. Yes, 2 centuries. Yeah, well, it seems like a very long time, but I'm sorry. I must leave. Oh, no, it's not that. No, it's not that. It's just that it's almost dawn and I don't want to set you on fire. Oh, yes, a true gent. I must get back to my coffin and write some more jokes for our comedy tour. And you, my dear, you need to catch up on the sleep that I stole from you. And I'll see you again tomorrow night. Sunny Morach, a story. What do you say? Have a good night. And slán láta. Watch me fly. Huh? Of course I look out for the oak tree. I'll see you tomorrow night. Slán. Boom! Did I startle you? Did I give you a fright? You should be afraid. Well, because you do have a vampire in your room after all. And that should be scary. Come here, you. So are you ready for the gig tonight? Oh, thanks so much for helping me out. It really means a lot to me. Oh my, you look gorgeous. No, usually I ask my girlfriends to take a blood test. Well, just to find out if they're my type. But I don't have to with you. Because I know you are mine. So no more girlfriends. No more blood tests. Because I have found the one. And count the one. We are going to have so much fun tonight. We are going to rock the place. Oh no, I don't get nervous. You know, that's the best thing about this career move. If my act isn't funny, it won't really matter to me. I'll actually enjoy it more if it sucks. And people will give blood at the door. They'll have fun. And they get to live. And I'll have a large supply. So it's a win-win. So let's go. Come on. I've got an audience to kill. Foiled everyone. Welcome. So this is probably the first time you've seen a vampire stand-up comedian, huh? And an Irish vampire stand-up comedian. And the first time you paid for anything with blood. Huh? Isn't it interesting that both blood and money are kept at a bank? You know, I walked into a blood bank the other day. You think I'd see it? Okay, that was a bad joke. Let me see if I can sink my teeth into the next one. I mean the next one. That was a vampire Freudian slip. But that joke was also a lie. How could I walk into a blood bank by day, huh? Oh, you are a tough crowd. The crowd last night was more tender. Had good taste. Yum yum. And I totally murdered them. Hey, what kind of TV does a vampire buy? Plasma, of course. You know, I stay up each night late watching TV. Would you like to come over some night? Because I would love to have you for dinner. Because staying up late makes me hungry and can be a pain in the neck and... forget it. You know, it's strange being a vampire. I feel vampires have been discriminated against for centuries and centuries. Like, one of the only nice vampires I know is that small little guy from Sesame Street. You know, he looks nice, kind of reliable, like someone you can 1, 2, 3, 4. On. Oh, your groans make me laugh. But I think that people noticed the discrimination and the invented twilight love. You know, that sparkly love where we bite you and drain your life. The love where you die in terror and come back as a cold, vicious and psychopathic killer. You know that kind of love? Yeah. William Shakespeare, eat your heart out, right? I mean, come on. Being a vampire's girl would suck, right? Can you imagine? Baby, come here.
Oh, he's only interested in me for my neck.
But our girlfriends could get anything they want. I can imagine her just reaching down slowly for the crucifix. And she's like,
Baby, do you want to get some pizza?
and you're like, yeah, sure. But no garlic. Oh, thank you. You know, my girlfriend is in the audience. Give her a big round of applause, folks. And she puts up with a lot, to be fair. Late nights, bambles, sleeping in a coffin, French kissing through fangs. Do you know how awkward that can be? And what it sounds like? And that, my friends, is probably the first time you've heard vampire mouth sounds ASMR. But I love my girlfriend to bites. I mean to bits. Another Freudian slip. Sorry, babe. Thank you all so much. You've been a wonderful crowd. I'll catch you next time. And remember, I don't want donations. I want transfusions. Bye-bye, my lovelies. So did you have fun tonight? Yeah, it was a blast, wasn't it? Do you think they liked it? Well, I don't know, I really can't feel much so. But I guess it is a unique act. Even though it was corny as hell sometimes, right? And thank you again for your support. It really, really means a lot to me. And I think we are going to be a wonderful team. The best team.